Can we remain standing for a moment of silence for prayer or meditation? Can members please remain standing to sing the national anthem? So I can continue. I'll just read the one. I'll read the ones in red. Okay. May I take this opportunity to welcome all the guests as well as the media present in this special sitting. In terms of Section 128 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa of 1996, the Deputy Judge President designated by the Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa determines the date, time, and place for the special sitting of the legislature. I, Deputy Judge President A.P. Lidwaba, hereby give notice for general information by virtue of the power vested in me in terms of Section 128 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. I have confirmed Thursday, 6th of October 2022 as a date and at 12 o'clock as the time for the sitting. The venue will be the Selborne Hall in the Gauteng Provincial Legislature Building, Johannesburg. The nomination and election of the Premier of Gauteng Province will take place in this sitting. I now present to the House the returning officer, Mr. Vusi Musi, Right Peter Skosana, and assistant returning officers, Mr. Ralph Chilwani, Ms. Genevieve Singh, Mr. Mpumelelo Madikani, Ms. Chimangazo Moupe, and Mr. Ishmael Murakile, who were duly sworn in on today in the chambers that the swearing-in took place. I will now explain the procedure for the election of the Premier, whereafter we will continue with the process. I'll be calling for nominations for Premier. The member making the nomination will rise in his or her seat, read the nomination, and thereafter submit the written nomination on the prescribed form to the returning officer. The returning officer will verify the identity of every signatory to the nomination paper and report the result to myself. If there is more than one candidate, I will suspend the meeting for preparation of the ballot papers. When the meeting resumes, I will call on the returning officer to call out the names of each member from the official list. The member who has been called will come forward and collect a ballot paper to cast his or her vote by placing a cross against the name of the candidate whom she or he desires to vote for. After the member has cast his or her vote, he or she will fold the ballot form with the official stamp facing the outside and proceeds to the returning officer / assistant returning officer at the ballot box. After the voting is completed, I will suspend the meeting and request the returning officer, together with his assistants, to remove the ballot box and all their papers to the room where the counting will take place. I will accompany the returning officer and his assistants to the counting room, where he will open the ballot box in my presence and, together with his assistants, count the votes. The returning officer will report the results to me, whereafter I will resume the meeting, announce and declare the candidate elected. I wish to indicate that the voting for the election of Premier is by secret ballot, and will now proceed with the calling for nominations. I now call for nominations for Premier and request that the nominations be submitted to the returning officer for verification of signatories. The following members have been nominated for Premier-elect. The first member is P.A. Lesufi, member of the ANC. The second member is S.T. Msimanga, the member of the DA.
Judge, there's on the floor.
I'm going to ask for the formal nomination at this stage.
Recognize me, Judge. No, let's interrupt.
Honorable Maile.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Deputy Judge President. My name is Lebogang Maile, a member of this House. No, my name is Lebogang. Leave the colonial name. I don't recognize the colonial name. But I stand to the Honorable Member Panyaza Andrek Lesufi. Thank you very much.
Any seconder?
Yes, JP. My name is Nomantu Nkomo Ralihuku. I stand to second the name of Andrek Panyaza Lesufi as our Premier.
I saw a hand. Is it Mr. Mukwebo? I recognize you.
Yeah, thank you, Deputy Judge. It's Honorable Mukwebo, Deputy Judge. Sometimes I'll be in the list of blue lights. But I think the residents of this province, they deserve to get the word from the economic freedom fighters, because in 2019 they voted EFF to come to this legislature. But I can't forget to acknowledge my chairperson, Komisan Kuleko Dunga, there on top, just elected 2 weeks ago. Our chair, chair. So we,
Honorable Mukwebo.
you can howl and howl. I'm the leader of this party here, I must speak here.
Honorable Mukwebo. Honorable Mukwebo.
Deputy Judge, I heard I'm coming now where I am,
Yes.
because I'm the leader of the EFF, right?
Yes.
Deputy Judge. So I'm following the sequence. But we want to tell this resident that Makhura is there on top. The police are looking for him for PPE scandal. And then the same nomination which is done here now.
We are dealing with nominations now.
The Department of Education is hearing a case against the leadership. There's no one who has charged them. So, Deputy Judge, let me come and advise you come. Even yesterday, in Randolph, Eskom attacked the property
Mr. Mukwebo.
made by the ANC government.
Mr. Mukwebo.
The ANC government fight this topic, and they will continue running this
Order, please. Order, please. Okay. We are dealing with nominations. I recognize you, Mr. Nell.
Thank you, Honourable Judge. I think when members in this House rise, I must first make sure they rise. My name is Frederick Nell, and I stand on behalf of the Democratic Alliance, and I nominate Jepiso Solim Simanga for the position of Premier.
And any seconder?
Thank you. I member Kuzan Bosch hereby second the proposal for Jepiso Simanga as the Premier candidate.
Can we have order, please? Any seconder for the nomination? Can you stand up, please?
Thank you. I member Kuzan Bosch hereby second the nomination for Solly Jepiso Simanga as the Premier candidate for the Democratic Alliance.
Thank you. Pardon?
You can call them to accept, check if they accept the nominations.
Okay. What's his name? Andret. Mr. Andret Lesufi. Honorable Andret Lesufi, do you accept the nomination?
Thank you so much, Deputy Judge President. I politely and respectfully so accept nomination.
Miss, order please. Let's have order. Mr. Soli Msimanga, do you accept the nomination?
Honorable Judge, I, Solitsepiso Msimanga, do hereby accept nomination.
Thank you. Where? So are we going to go out? And thereafter are we going out? Where is it? Where is it? When I suspend, do we go out or? Okay. Suspend. And do we go out? I sit here. Important notice, because we've got 2 nominations, I suspend the House for the preparations of the necessary ballot papers. Should I come with you or I remain here? Okay, fine. Okay.
You are currently watching the special sitting of the Gauteng legislature where just now Panyaza Lesufi has accepted nomination to become Gauteng Premier, as well as Soli Msimanga of the Democratic Alliance has also accepted nomination. Currently what will be happening is that the House will be adjourned to make preparations for the voting, or the nomination is done now, it will be for the voting. Earlier on we did see the economic freedom fighters strangely disrupting the proceedings and subsequently walking out. What you are seeing there, Soli Msimanga, the Premier-elect of the Democratic Alliance, he'll be going toe-to-toe with Panyaza Lesufi of the African National Congress, and a little later the voting will begin by the members of the legislature.